Alright, what up guys, Mad Scientist 7890 here. Gonna do my awards for 2011. I'm just gonna try to get it done before the new year, but I was not able to do it because just had way too much stuff going on, so I'm gonna try to get it done here for you guys. And I did a little bit different than other people, kind of have like third place, runner-up, and first place in certain topics. Not everything, but just certain stuff. So I'm gonna start it out here, with my first award here, the most improved of the year. And I got to go with third place. I'm going to go with Kelly. I think, proving that she actually wants to wrestle and, not just be out there and just, some people still dislike Kelly, but other than looking good, I think she, learned how to wrestle a little bit this year and showed what she can do. Zack Ryder, getting himself over, actually showing that he can really go in the ring, with when he actually wrestles and when he gets the time on TV and he can really go. And then finally, R-Truth. R-Truth made himself relevant. For a long time, he was just that face that everyone could just throw in anywhere and just, face any heel and then just kind of get beat. Now he changed to a heel. Was great. One of the most entertaining things of 2011 was R-Truth. I really wouldn't say his actual wrestling improved, but his character improved, so that's why I got R-Truth most improved for the year. Next, we got managers of the year. For me, the managers of the year, I didn't really want to just pick one because there was a couple, particular that I liked. Vicky Guerrero always gets heat, so I'm going to say, her obviously. And then I think R.D. Evans from Ring of Honor. Whenever he does talk and cut promos, he's a good manager. I think he's actually better than like Nana and a lot of the other guys they have when he's on the microphone. They give him the chance to really, put forth more effort. I think R.D. Evans, or Barrister R.D. Evans, whatever his name is, he could be really good, and definitely I really enjoyed his promo. He did one on Homicide this year, which was absolutely hilarious. So those are the managers of the year, in my opinion. Best DVD release. Not just talking. I'm talking about like box set. WWE's the only one that really does box sets, but I'm gonna say the Stone Cold DVD, the bottom line on the most whatever popular superstar in history or whatever it's called. One of the top 5 documentary stories that WWE's ever came out with. Extremely loved it. Thought it was really well put together. Absolutely great in my opinion. So if you guys haven't picked that up, it's definitely worth pick up. Like I said, one of the best documentaries WWE's ever come out with. Next we got let's do underrated. 3 underrated guys this year. I'll go third. Let's see. I have 4, but I'll just say there's a tie in third place. Daniel Bryan and the Pope are 2 guys I feel like were underrated. Even though Daniel Bryan just won a title, I still feel like he's not getting over, even though he's the champion. But I still feel like he's underrated. Number 2, gotta go Christopher Daniels. Christopher Daniels is somebody who I think is a really good heel and could play a main event heel guy in TNA, but just won't do it. I see Christopher Daniels sometime in the future coming back to Ring of Honor, actually, and finally getting that main event push that he really deserves and getting that world title win. I think it's going to happen. It's definitely going to happen for Christopher Daniels sometime down the line. And then most underrated guy of the entire year, El Generico. I know Sanders said the same thing, and I thought I might have been the only person who thought that I thought he was underrated this year. Almost not really just not just underrated, but underutilized. Coming off of the best feud of 2010 and kind of just floating around the whole year, not really doing much. I would have expected a lot more. Definitely would have expected maybe an actual title run, but it didn't happen. So, El Generico, my top underrated guy this year. Overrated. Some of you know that I am pretty advocate about Wade Barrett. How I think he's overrated. He's definitely my number 1 overrated guy. I got to go with Matt Morgan, number 2, and then Mike Bennett, number 3. I feel like these 3 guys are just extremely overrated. They're big guys who just look the part, but just I don't care for them in the ring. I find them just uncompelling and just not great at all. So, Wade Barrett, my number 1 overrated guy. I know some people disagree with that, but that's just the way I feel about that. Next is a bit different of a thing here. I'm going to do biggest disappointments and biggest surprises. Go with biggest surprises. Mark Henry's title run, I thought was a really big surprise. Definitely wasn't expecting that. Kelly's run as women's champion. Cody Rhodes changing up his gimmicks and doing such a great job with that. MVP in Japan has really surprised me. really surprised me, and I really enjoy MVP in Japan more than I liked him before. Jeff Catch Wrestling Revolution, all the stuff that they're doing with this, just hearing about it this year, it seems like a great idea, great concept. I can't wait to see that. Michael Elgin definitely surprised me, one of the most entertaining and best guys in all of Ring of Honor, in my opinion. Gail Kim returning to TNA. There's another one. Bully Ray, quite possibly being one of the best heels of all of this year. Found him extremely entertaining. And then Austin Aries' run as the X Division champion has surprised me. Not because, I mean, I knew he would be the champion for a while, but, you know, just the fact that he would play that same character he played in Ring of Honor, which is such a great character, so that surprised me. Biggest disappointments, by far the biggest disappointment of the entire year, and I think it's in a lot of people's minds too. Sin Cara. Sin Cara this year, man, is just, wow, one of the biggest disappointments in maybe even wrestling history. What he's done this year, it's been really bad. Jack Swagger's been a disappointment this year. I was pretty high on him at the beginning of the year. Everything that happened with him beforehand just totally, he just fell out through the year. Samoa Joe has been disappointing, but I don't know if that's his fault. TNA as a whole, honestly, TNA's Turning Point pay-per-view was just terrible. The main event for Victory Road was terrible. Christian's title reign, the first reign he had, was really disappointing. The Divas of Doom was big. It was definitely disappointing, even though they're still trying to do stuff with it. Chris Hero not getting signed by the WWE. Claudio getting signed, but not Chris Hero. Surprising, but hopefully that happens. Dragon Gate USA in general, I don't really follow it that much, but from what I've heard this year, it hasn't been that great. And from the little bit I've seen, I just haven't cared for it. And then the world's greatest tag team in Ring of Honor has been highly disappointing in my opinion. So those are those disappointments. Next we got the, let's see here, breakout stars of the year. You know, got a couple in particular, 5 in particular. I got, you know, Eddie Kingston broke out this year. I know he kind of was always been big on the indies and finally got his big win in Chikara and won the title, so that's great. Johnny Gargano breaking out, and then Zack Ryder breaking out. My 2 big breakout stars of the year come from TNA, and that's James Storm and Robert Roode, finally breaking apart, doing their own thing, both winning the title. Roode running with it now as a heel. I think those are the big breakout guys of the year. You know, I could put Dolph and Cody Rhodes on this list too, but they're a different kind of breakout in my opinion, and I don't know. May put them in a different category down the line. Let's see here. Let's go with markout moments of the year. The Punk shoot was definitely a markout moment for me. I was watching it live. It was amazing. Alberto Del Rio winning the Royal Rumble was an amazing moment for me. Steen at Best in the World was amazing when he came out there and said fuck Ring of Honor and all that was great. Christian winning the world title, World Heavyweight title, was a great moment. I'm a huge Christian fan. Daniel Bryan winning the Money in the Bank. See, I thought the Money in the Bank win from Daniel Bryan was bigger than actually him winning the World Heavyweight title. It was a bigger moment, in my opinion. The Rock returning, definitely a big moment. And then finding out the Royal Rumble is going to be in St. Louis, where I live, definitely a big moment in my opinion there. Next we got the commentators of the year, the best in the world, the worst. The most entertaining commentator all year, I think, has been so far, and even though he hasn't even been on that television that much, because they haven't had that many shows. Nigel McGuinness. Nigel McGuinness has had, you know, some of the most entertaining commentary, and I think British guys or English guys on commentary come off a lot better because they're British, but I don't know. But I like Nigel's commentary. The worst is a 2-way tie between Booker T and Taz. Taz has been terrible this year. If you really listen to some of his commentary, it's been terrible. Like Mike Tenay has been calling him out on their commentary for TNA pay-per-views. I know a lot of people just stopped watching TNA pay-per-views, so you probably haven't heard. But Taz's commentary is really bad. Booker T's is entertaining, but it's still pretty bad. Let's see, what do we got here left? Rookies of the year. I'm gonna go with first. I'm gonna go with Crimson. I know he broke out this year and definitely looked like he might have been facing Kurt Angle at Bound for Glory, but it didn't happen. So Crimson, definitely a Rookie of the Year. Rich Swann, Dragon Gate USA, found him highly entertaining. And then the actual Rookie of the Year, in my opinion, Willie Mack, absolutely great from St. Louis. I'd love to see him live. Definitely great. If you guys have not seen Willie Mack and PWG, you should definitely check that out. Next we got, let's see. Let's go with storyline of the year. CM Punk and the Cena storyline is definitely the best thing from the summer, with Punk and doing all the stuff that he was doing. I loved it. Thought it was great. Even the whole build-up and Punk leaving, definitely the best thing. Storyline, in my opinion, of the entire year. Let's see. And then, let's go. Promo of the year. There's 4 promos that I had picked out in specific. Let's see here. The Rock's return promo was great. I loved it. And I would say probably that tie third place. That's probably the Rock promo, and then Eddie Kingston's promo before High Noon. And then number 2, I'd say, is the Briscoes promo day 1, which was amazing. Jay Briscoe's promo. And then the first one is the shoot, the Punk shoot. So those were all great. Next we got, let's do Tag Team of the Year. Let's see, third place, I'm going to go with the Young Bucks. Everything that they've done, TNA to Ring of Honor, to PWG, turning heel. Enjoyed every part of it. I'll probably say Young Bucks and the Briscoes. I give them a tie at third place. Number 2, Bad Intentions from New Japan. And some people know I follow Japanese wrestling. Bad Intentions has been great. Had the title for a long time. And then number 1, got to go with Daisuke Sekimoto and Yuji Okobayashi. Just having the best matches as a tag team this year and being the most entertaining, so they get the win for me. Next, let's see here. Last one. Alright, get to the final. I think all I got left here is Match of the Year and Wrestler of the Year. And I got Show of the Year. So, let's do Show of the Year. For each company, I'm not going to just pick out, one specifically. Now, I know some people are going to disagree with this first one, but I liked it more. From WWE, SummerSlam, I liked it just a little bit more than Money in the Bank. I don't know, I like the whole atmosphere of it. The only thing I would have taken out of SummerSlam was CeeLo Green looking like Aretha Franklin, just in that just black gown thing. That was just terrible. Then, TNA's Destination X, obviously. Ring of Honor, I'll say Honor takes center stage, night 1. And then PWG All-Star Weekend, night 1. I haven't seen Steen Wolf, not yet, but of the PWG shows I've seen, All-Star Weekend, night 1 was definitely the best, in my opinion. Promotion of the year, gotta go PWG, the most consistent, having the best shows, the most entertaining. I really enjoyed PWG this year, and I think this might have been one of their best years ever. Worst company of the year, worst promotion of the year, TNA, quite possibly the worst year in their history. It was bad. And then, let's see, matches of the year. Give you my top 5. But fifth place I got Dean Ambrose versus Seth Rollins Iron Man match. Great, love both these guys. Number 4, I'm gonna go with Jun Akiyama versus Suwama. Best hero match this year, in my opinion. Davey Richards versus Eddie Edwards, best in the world. Amazing moment for Davey Richards. And then I'm going to go Hero versus Edwards, my favorite Ring of Honor match this year. Love Chris Hero. And then match of the year, go with CM Punk and John Cena from Money in the Bank. Definitely the best match of this entire year. I don't see too many people saying otherwise. So, that's that there. And then finally, the Wrestler of the Year. Third place, gotta go Hiroshi Tanahashi. Just doing great things for New Japan and his title run. Hopefully, see what he's gonna do here at Wrestle Kingdom. Davey Richards is number 2. Great year for him. And then CM Punk, Wrestler of the Year. This guy dominated this whole awards. So, that's my awards for 2011, guys. Let me know what you guys think. And good stuff, good year. Hopefully 2011's better. We'll see. Who knows? Said I'm the Mad Scientist, and I'm out of here, guys. Peace.